Now, this guy, Howard Schultz, he backed Obama, he backed Hillary. He's a lifelong liberal Democrat. And I mean liberal. Now he's kind of moving centrist. So he's under attack because he's a billionaire, and he's surrounded by a bunch of, leftist kooks. They like their billionaires if the billionaires fund them and give them lots of money, the leftist kooks. Like Soros. You'll never hear them attack him for being a billionaire. Steyer, who is obsessed with impeachment. It's a very sick man. You'll never hear them attack him or any of the other billionaire leftists who try to pay for their own protection. It's protection money, pretty much. Leave my industry alone, leave me alone, leave my family alone, and I'll keep funding your organizations. Howard Schultz is defending himself now because he dared to think about running. I'm not voting for him. But he dared to think about running. He dared to think for himself, and he's not on the Castro train of the Castro wing of the Democrat Party. So here he is on the Morning Schmo show. And by the way, at one point during this show, I don't watch it, there's a clip out there, Mika Brzezinski, I think she's very clever. She asked Howard Schultz, how much is a box of Cheerios? Now, I don't know how much a box of Cheerios is. Now, if you ask me how much a box of Trix or Frosted Flakes are, I can tell you that. They're like $3.59, $3.79. Depends on what store you're going to. Also depends on the size of the box. But let's say I don't know. Who cares? Like she knew. She probably looked it up real fast. Hey, how much is the price of a... And by the way, my retort would have been, I don't know. But I also don't know how much it costs for a fifth of vodka, but Joe does. Joe, how much is that? What? How dare you? Anyway, cut 7, go.
I've also been criticized for being a billionaire. Let's talk about that. I'm self-made. I grew up in the projects in Brooklyn, New York. I thought that was the American dream, the aspiration of America.
No, it's not. Not now, not with the cameo and the rest. The American dream is to get a handout. The American dream is to be a victim. The American dream is to find a slip-and-fall lawyer to sue somebody and really, go to town. The American dream is to be on every city, state, and federal program you possibly can. You don't want to be one of those filthy rich people. I also hear this line, we have a real income gap. Well, of course we have an income gap. It's a free country. Some people make more money than others. Why does that matter? Well, because this guy doesn't earn enough. Well, get off your ass and earn more. I don't even understand the point. So we have to destroy this guy, this guy, this guy, so that guy has what? Anyway, go ahead.
You're going to criticize me for being successful when in my company over the last 30 years, the only company in America that gave comprehensive health insurance, equity in the form of stock options, and free college tuition, and Elizabeth Warren wants to criticize me for being successful? No.
Well, he's... Poor guy. He's caught between two worlds. One is the rational world of a businessman. The other is the irrational world of a leftist. And notice they never talk about the Constitution. Under what constitutional provision does the government have the right to do this? And don't hand me some damn Supreme Court decision. Precedent, Supreme Court. You know what? The Supreme Court's supposed to follow the Constitution, too. And if it doesn't, why do I have to follow their precedent? Anyway, just a theoretical point. Let's go to cut 8. There's Willy Geist. Willy Geist. Where's Heilemann and Geist? Willy Geist, cut 8, go.
Do you think Elizabeth Warren's a serious person on taxes?
I think she's a serious person, yes. Yeah. She came to see me a few years ago.
By the way, she's not a serious person. She's a circus clown. But she's a dangerous person. You know what I think? Where's my husband? Look at my husband. We're here together. Where's my beer? Let me take a sip of beer. You don't sip beer. You drink. No. Sure, I'm cool. I'm on Facebook. Live. Elizabeth Warren, welfare tax, which is nothing more than a confiscation program. It really steps over a line. Even Franklin Delano Roosevelt, even he didn't do that. But Elizabeth Warren, we need more. We need a Green New Deal. We need a wealth tax. We need a 70 to 90% marginal top rate tax. Oh, just getting started. We need to eliminate private health care. Oh, we need an open border. What do we need borders for? Besides, the people coming here are more noble and work harder than the American citizen. Which is such BS. Go ahead.
For a contribution for her Senate race.
Did you give it to her?
I did not.
Okay.
Why?
Wow.
I don't believe what Elizabeth Warren is.
Wait a minute, you didn't give money to Warren for the Senate? Wow! What the hell's wrong with you? We here on the morning schmo table here, we can't believe you didn't give money to the Warren for Senate race. Go ahead.
I don't believe the country should be heading to socialism.
You think she's a socialist?
I think she.
No. How could she be a socialist when she wants to steal people's wealth? She's a patriot. She's a great American. She's a capitalist. You think she's a socialist? Actually, I think she's a Marxist. What? Yes, read them. A Marxist. Go ahead.
In programs that will lead to a socialism in America. She's a smart woman. I respect her. This isn't personal. I just don't agree with her.
Well, I don't think she's that smart. She had to claim she was part Indian in order to get into various positions and so forth. She must not think she's that smart. And when you hear her speak, she sounds as dumb as a rock, does she not? And by the way, so does Kamala. How do you pronounce Harris's first name? Kamala. It was Kamala. Now she's running for president. It's Kamala. And so does Kamala Harris. And same with AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. AOC. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.